Hello and welcome, it's time for me to answer your questions. First, a short overview. I structured your questions into 4 categories. First, personal background, then channel and content related information, followed by personal details and preferences, and finally gaming related questions. About the personal background, Cosme Fulanito asks, how old are you? I'm 35 years old. White Falcon asks, are you from Germany? No, I'm from Austria, but currently I live in Germany. NL Industry asks, are you a professional soldier? I was thinking about that because you also make videos about tactics. No, I'm not a professional soldier, but I did national service in Austria, which is quite common there in contrast to Germany. Next question is from Soliloquy. What is your educational background? I have a bachelor and a master of science in computer science, and I have a master of art in history. Yet about military history I only had very few classes because they were only provided by guest lecturers at my university. But I took a short internship at the Military History Research Center in Germany. And at industry asked, from where do you get your knowledge? Mainly from books, almost exclusively from books, and also from discussions and questions on the internet. Furthermore, personal and channel related question. This is a mixed category. Soliloquy asks, why did you start a YouTube channel? J.G. Percy. What's your motivation behind the videos? And NL Industry, why did you start making videos? It's more a set of motivations. Originally, I just wanted to create something and see how people respond to it. The motivation changed a bit or adapted more. It is now something more, I want to do something that's interesting to me and challenging, because I learned a lot. If you take a look at the first video and the newest videos, you probably see a clear difference. And hopefully one day I can do this professionally, either with YouTube videos or by getting contracts or other stuff. Next up, channel and content related information. WhatFan1010, do you have a subreddit? No, I don't have my own subreddit, but I want to mention 2 very specific subreddits here. First off is tank porn, because they really motivated me after my first video. It was really very well received with high praise and extreme positive feedback. So they gave me a real motivational kick and probably were crucial for the first 10 videos or so I put out in quick succession, although they were not tank related anymore. So thank you very much to everyone on Tankborn. I didn't forget you guys. Now the subreddit I'm most active on is War College. I ask regular questions there and submit my videos. It's a high quality subreddit. It's also a very welcoming subreddit, but they have clear rules, so please read them beforehand. Next up, a series of questions about upcoming content. I will answer them shortly and go into more detail on the next slide. Davy Heidner asks, do you think you could do a video about how Soviet land doctrine has evolved from World War II to Cold War? Probably, but it's not a high priority topic right now. White Falcon, is there any chance of a video about British Army and other European armies? Yeah, definitely coming. Are you going to make some videos about all of us? Yes, of course. Will we see stuff about West German military structures and logistics? Maybe, but also not high priority right now. Rap and gaming, any videos on the polyg type stuff? Yeah. Zoras Presning, I hope I got that right. Any more Roman related videos? For a moment probably not, but in the future definitely. Jim Bob, do you plan on doing production numbers for other world conflicts, Vietnam War, Afghan War or Korean War? Yes, if I have sufficient data, I will probably dig into this content, but could take a while. Max Ravenclaw, so seeing that you're making an US video next, does that mean you will cover the Brits in the future too? Yeah. Daniel Hall asks, will there be any videos on naval combat, naval organization in the future? Yeah, I'm giving it a thought. RS286, please make a video about Soviet armored organization structure. Yeah, that's definitely coming in the next weeks. Now the follow-up slide with the following question Joshua asked, and what is your goal for the next 6 weeks? I want to create videos of various countries I haven't covered so far. This especially means the Soviet Union, UK and probably Poland. although it always a time and source issue, especially for visualizations of unit compositions. I need loads of data and most authors usually provide only tiny bits. This also means more Air Force and Naval stuff. I want also cover other timelines besides World War II and ancient history, but this will probably happen not in the next few weeks. Next up, Fear the Messerschmitt 410 or Fear Me 410, I don't know. Maybe you can clear it up in the comments. Do you think it will take long before you run out of topics? No, I think I will run out of lifetime beforehand. Because if I just do the organization videos only about World War II, I probably can produce 20 videos without any comparison videos or anything. And then I can do comparisons, and then I can do analysis of the different troop types. Furthermore, I still haven't covered one single battle. I mean, I started with the Battle of Britain, but I don't consider that a battle in the classical sense. I only did one very small part on tactics. I did nothing on strategy. I did only 2 videos about logistics, which goes back to the previous slide. So I try to make a more strategic approach. So I look at the different areas. Where do I have information? Where do I have interests? Where do I have background knowledge? Which parts are missing in my content now? So to get a more versatile video base. So no, I don't think I will run out of topics. MC Ciabatta Grande, are you planning to use some real war footage in your future videos? Originally the answer to this question was no, because all the war footage that's out there you probably have seen already 3 or 5 times. And the main problem is copyright issues. And copyright always involves way more time and way more money than there's available right now. If I make loads of money, then I can look into it, but right now that I'm far from that. And also the problem with real war footage usually is it's just used in a cheap sense. You just put it in the background that something is moving. Your question gave me a new idea. If I do war footage, I will take a complete different approach. I will take the war footage and put it in the center of the attention and not as a backdrop. Jake Percy, why did you start your videos in English and not in German? Well, basically to reach a larger audience. Jake Percy, furthermore, did you expect such a success with your videos? Not at all, because I already had 2 small channels running. I started them in December. And I think on the first channel with PowerPoint videos, I had around 10 or 20 subscribers after 1 month with 20 videos. And I got, I think, more than 100 subscribers in the second day of this channel. I was completely overwhelmed and very surprised. Next up, Orion. Would you consider adding some talk show music in the background? Nothing obnoxious. I think the term is lounge music, but maybe I'm completely wrong. The answer to the question is no. 2 reasons that could change. The first is, of course, copyright. I didn't do any research, but I watched several YouTube videos and many YouTubers mentioned it all over again. They got copyright strikes for using music they owned the rights to, they specifically bought and other stuff, and it was just a pain in the ass. So you spend money, then you waste time and lose money just for music? No way. I'm not gonna do this, especially because reason number 2 is I think it's just distracting. Even if you think it doesn't distract you, your brain needs to filter out the music, and it will spend a certain amount of energy to filter out that music. So if the first reason changes considerably the copyright stuff, maybe in certain videos, what I definitely plan on doing, which I planned from the first video on, is adding some sound effects. I was thinking about it from the very start on, but I also need the right sound effects for that and learn the trades and everything, so I need time for that. And right now I'm just producing content all the time, visiting a library. No time for that right now. I just want to increase the quality of my videos and produce content. Sound effects and music are the cherry on the top, but without the cake, the cherry isn't gonna make any difference. Next up, personal detail and preferences. DN393 asks, have you any family members ever fought in a war? And if so, when and what were they doing? Yeah. One of my grandfathers served in the 45th Infantry Division in the Engineer Battalion, but he changed to different units where my information is limited. And he served in Poland, France, and as far as I know, on the Eastern Front. Then on my other side, the grandfather didn't serve in the war as a soldier, but he was with the military engineering organization Organisation Todt. And his father served in the First World War, as far as I know, as a machine gunner. And his father, but now it gets sketchy, was a mercenary, according to the only source I have available from some register where his profession was listed as mercenary. So next up, Soliki again. Who are your favorite YouTubers at the moment? Well, complex questions, because I like to give correct answers. Well, there isn't a correct answer for this probably. I can tell you I started with TotalBiscuit probably, and it's one of the few I really watched for a long time. But recently I stopped watching him. Then there is RedletterMedia with their Half in the Bag series, and they do movie reviews. And especially they got me started with their Star Trek and Star Wars reviews, which I often rewatch because they are hilarious and they have a very interesting analytical approach to storytelling, to visuals and all that stuff. Very educational on the same time, I think. And furthermore, the Mighty Jingles. I watch a lot of Mingles with Jingles. I don't watch it every week, but often and for a long duration, so I think 2 years or something. Now, at the moment, definitely one of the only YouTubers I really watch, because to most I listen, is Every Frame of Painting, which is, I think, excellent and is also a really good inspiration about the visual approach, because he breaks it down. He also has, I think, one video about a video essay. And gaming related MagZ. I watch mostly the War Thunder and Battle of Stalingrad footage. Next up, Adam Tank. What is your favorite tank during World War II? Heavy, medium, light? My favorite heavy tank is the Tiger 1. My favorite medium tank is the Panzer III with a long barreled 50mm gun. Very important. It's mostly about looks. And light, the Panzer II. My choice is mainly influenced from a very old game called Steel Panthers 1 and Steel Panthers 3. It's more like how they behaved in that game and how I used them in that game, and not to do anything with performance or other stuff. Follow-up question, Matt. What are your 3 most favorite tanks from the Second World War? On place 1 is the Panzer III with the long barreled 50mm gun. On place 2 is the Tiger 1. And on place 3, the T-34 with the 76mm. I think the one with the 85mm gun is definitely better, but I like that turret more. So it's mainly about looks, yeah. Cosme Fulanito, why are you so interested in military history? Well, I don't really know, but I think it's a matter of taste. I find it interesting. Like, some people like the color red, some like the color black. What history books do you recommend? Well, it depends in what area you're interested and for what purpose. For getting a basic overview or for doing research. And also what is your background, your age, your educational background, because that is really crucial to do any recommendation. Oberstuhl, are you a gamer, mate? Yes, I am, mate. Do you play many Paradox games? Yeah, I think so. Until recently I played a lot of Hearts of Iron 3 and some Victoria 2, but I only started with Hearts of Iron 3 in 2015. And a little bit of Europa Universalis 4, and about 10 years ago, I think, or more, I played a lot of Hearts of Iron 1 and some Europa Universalis 2. And not the Paradox game by itself, but published by Paradox, is of course Mount & Blade Warband. I really played that a lot. And since I started this channel, I cut down a lot on playing games because I don't have time, and also the interest waned. Which brings me to the next question from Nicholas. Are you excited about Hearts of Iron 3? I was, and then I started this channel and I don't even read the dev blog anymore. Originally, when I found the dev blog for Hearts of Iron 4, I went back and tried to read all the issues, and I almost did. And then I started this channel, and I don't even pay attention to the weekly dev blog anymore. I'm definitely interested, but not excited anymore. If I get my hands on it, I probably will play it. But since I know it's a real time sink, like any Paradox game, I will try to keep my hands off it if possible for a while. I don't know if I can do that, but I think I can. I'm not quite sure about this. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and see you next time.